Father, Mother, hello. I hope things are to your satisfaction. You are likely doing just fine without me around, but Raisha says I should write. Raisha is the char on board, and they are a Ketra, like me. They are nice. Do not expect grandchildren from this compliment. I am well, largely unharmed since that day in the storm. They find me useful. I do my best to quell my temper until it is necessary to not. Raisha has taken on to helping me tame the storm. Our captain is rough and unfair at times, but for the most part things stay civil. I do worry about their recent obsession, but I am sure things will turn out fine. Should it not? Well, I have learned a lot of what I am capable of. I will not be shy about imparting this knowledge onto others. Your child, Izuesco.
Dear Vesh, I know that you're doing well and everything's fine, but I really miss hearing your voice. We're heading out for a raid soon, and already I can hear the whispers of your words in my ears. Don't look smug about that, troublemaker. I don't know if your way is the better way, but it does seem to be a different way. When you get back, tell me about it, okay? Love, Shale.
Clutch mate Selnari. These words scratch like dry leaves, but we write them out anyway. The waves of green still do not hold us, but here in the creaking wood of this ship, something old and glowing crawls, and it hums like home inside our chest. We do not name it, but it sees us, soft and strange, like webs that do not break in the wind. Our legs still shake on these planks, not made for us, but we stay. We follow it, even if the rest of us stays lost. Drone Skell.
Shale, I hope this message sees you soon. There aren't many word-bearers in this area that want to make the journey to Heartstone. Oh, how I wish you could be here with me. But I know, your training comes first. The crew I picked up at Port Basker left me as soon as we arrived at the next spit. I think everyone can tell I'm as green as the trees. I might have found a new crew, but well, who knows how long they'll stay. Kick Terran extra hard for me next time you're sparring, and write me back soon. Your friend, Vesh.
Clutch mate Skell, we are pleased to hear your correspondence. It satisfies us greatly, as well as your continued survival and exploration on these rolling waves. Here on this island, the days are long and the years are short. We have finally found the warm embrace that we have often heard of, but chased so long. Home. We hope one day that you and yours find it as well. Tell us of these people and this ship. Tell us of your travels. Tell us when you find home again. Drum Samari.
Hi. Another week, another day. Happy to see you all. Welcome to Breath Between Branches, our Wildsea story. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. It's Tuesday now, but whenever you're watching it, thanks for watching it. Appreciate you. If this is your first time in, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. Please join our Discord, discord.gg/MagiRPG. Wow, we're off to a rough start. We'll plow through. That's the place where we talk about all sorts of stuff, new obsessions and games. Actually, Momo, have you played Daredevil yet? You're the one who plays Rivals more than anyone.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have.
Thoughts?
It's fucking I'm not good at him.
Okay.
And I'm also bad at killing him, so watch out.
The standard
please.
dive character, yeah. So if you want to give your condolences to Momo on our Discord, we can do that there. Also, I think we are off the rest of this week with all of our shows. There's a lot of stuff going on this week. I'm going to be off to TwitchCon, but then we will be back next Tuesday, I'm sure, with a fresh case of con crud or flu or whatever else, but we'll, again, plow through it.
No,
It'll
don't
be
get
all
it.
good.
Don't let it happen to you.
No, I literally got COVID flu boosters yesterday. So I'm like, I try to time it so that whenever I have to go see people, I won't get sick. But you never know.
Yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knocking on wood, etc.
Yeah. Go get your 5G update, everyone. It's important.
Can't wait for 6G. Can't wait one.
And if you would like to support this game and any of our other games, you can leave us a tip. Wild Tips is the command in chat, so you can help us out. It goes towards the artwork for this show and many other shows. And if you want to catch up on the show and this is your first time here, youtube.com/MagiRPG is the place to do it. Yeah. I guess that's it. I guess let's see some intro, yeah? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closer. I knew that it was seconds from you losing me, but I just couldn't give it up. And all the time you said you wanted me, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around.
chaos.
Oof. Do y'all remember what happened last time?
A lot. The one with the stones, man.
I think you all
Dude.
were one with the stone last time for a large part of the show.
I don't
There
know
was
if
some
Izuesco was, but she was nearby.
I was standing
She
on
was
the
like-
stone.
She was like adjacent with the stones rather than
adjacent to the stone. North by northwest from the stone.
Right.
As you do, as you do.
There was some bartering at the market. There was curing patients, getting gifts in exchange, some investigations, meeting some new friends at the post, meeting mechanics, a lot of stuff. You guys were yapping it up. And at the end, you met a new person named Lau, who apparently knew the original captain of this ship, and also seemed to know and was very well acquainted to Zora, the person who is addressed in Vesh's letter that he is trying to deliver as part of his life's mission. And right then, of course, there was a root quake that started. The whole... Wait, hang on. We need music for this. The whole spit begins to shake. You hear all of the sheet metal rattling and scraping against itself. You hear people start to hit the deck. You hear screams from outside of wherever you are. Vesh in the posts, but I'm sure all of you scattered around Rusttown. It's chaos. People are looking for any piece of firm cover, but there isn't much firm cover here. It's all made out of flimsy sheet metal. I would love to know from all of you, as you see people running for cover, the ground shaking, what you all do.
I think Izuesco would look for cover as well, but in a different way. I think she's looking for like something that she can like fit herself, like an alcove or something she can kind of fit herself into that would make it feel a little bit more stable. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Potentially dangerous, but she's trying to find like a small
It
space
sounds
to kind of
reasonable.
like wedge herself into.
That is what you're supposed to do during a quake.
So, Vesh went to go see the council.
Wow.
Izuesco went to go see the Zella Cray oddities vendor.
Mm-hmm.
Did Visha do anything specific?
I don't know if I specified what she was doing.
I don't think you did specify, but you can...
Skell was heading back to the ship.
Okay.
Maybe she's heading back to the ship then. That makes sense.
Okay, so you both are just sprinting for the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for Izuesco, and you all can determine your roles for this, but I think Iron makes sense for Izuesco if you're just bracing under and literally brace. And then for you two, you can pick your kind of swift-moving stats of choice to go. But Vesh, what is Vesh doing?
Vesh's first instinct is to try to protect anyone near him from falling roots, falling branches, or from the structures around him falling down. So since he's with Lau, he's going to try and find cover, and being a relatively large dude, he's going to try and like cover him from any impact.
Okay. It also sounds like brace and iron, perhaps.
Yes.
So you all can roll your stuff.
Jeez.
Is it not going well? Ooh, yeah, that's not great.
That's a fail with a twist. Goodbye, Lao.
Oh, hey. Hell yeah.
I rolled just a 6.
Okay.
I rolled just a 5.
I rolled a 6 and a 3.
Okay. So mostly everyone is okay. You sprint to the ship. When you get to your ship, you see that the rattle hands that were working on your ship have actually taken cover on your ship, as it seems to be one of the more sturdy things around. You see that within the shipyards and the docks that a lot of people are running for ships as well, even ones that aren't their own. They clearly know that this spit is not long for this world, and should it fall into the sink, they don't want to be on it when that happens. And so it's a mad dash towards the docks for a lot of people that are nearby. The people that are too far to make it do much the same as Izuesco is doing and just finding a spot to brace against it. But Vesh, you go to try to protect Lao. And in doing so, you kind of forget to protect yourself, and the ceiling collapses and you go black as something hard that you didn't see lands on top of you. And that is...
And what is the twist? Somebody's got to give me a twist. I had doubles.
I have a twist in mind for this. So I'm going to tell you, the last thing you see before you black out is you see Lao raise their hands towards the ceiling, and it almost looks like he's channeling, but then you get hit and black out.
Okay.
Within no more than 20 seconds, the shaking subsides, and you see people start to peek out from their hiding places. But the town itself faces pure devastation. You see collapsed buildings, you see market stalls spilled out onto the avenues, you see a ton of equipment trashed or in states of disrepair, and you see a few of the buildings completely collapsed on themselves, including most of the posts. But apart from Vesh, whose fate is here to now unknown, the rest of you are okay.
That was a big one, Visha.
Yeah, that was a bit scary. Have you ever seen...
Captain Vash and Izuesco were somewhere in the spit.
Should we go get them?
The ship does feel safer, but they may need help.
Well, if it's already, do you think the spit will hold?
It is holding for now. But the market and the buildings look dangerously unstable.
We should go get them. That's the right thing to do, I think.
I agree.
But maybe don't bring your cannon, because it's very big and heavy.
I wasn't planning on it.
Okay. Well, come on.
She's
kind of walks out in front of him.
Izuesko was in the market, and Captain Vesh was going to meet the council.
Do you want to go together to each one?
I will go to the council. You go to the market.
Okay, I'll meet you back at the ship.
Be safe, Visha.
It's okay. If it falls out from underneath me, I'll just...
You see him with all 3 arms.
Exactly.
Like that. And
He
yeah.
takes off running, to the
Yeah.
like the middle. I don't know if the council has like a council building or something like
There
that.
is a small, I guess the best thing to think of it as is kind of an audience chamber. It's not really much of a huge like town hall, but yeah, it's got enough room for maybe like 10 or 15 people. A small little, I guess we'd call it like a podium with some chairs. There's not a whole lot of people in it. You get there and you see there's a few people that are picking up chairs, picking up rubble. Elsewhere in the city, you see that there's some people that are just dragging people off to a small little medical shack that Visha's been working at for the past day or so, with some fresh injuries. Looks like there's some cuts, scrapes. People might have some broken bones, but from what you can tell, it doesn't look like anyone's died, thankfully. But you would catch up to Izuesko around there and see her more or less completely intact.
Did you say Izuesko or Vesh?
Izuesko,
Okay, so that's Visha.
yeah.
Okay.
Isha, greetings. Are
Hi.
you okay?
I'm fine. I
seem-
came looking for you.
I am intact, as you can see.
Well, come on, let's go back to the ship.
And she will offer out her hand to them.
She'll take it, but she seems a little bit confused as to why, like, that is the triggering incident. So it's like, it's not, it's like, it's a little unsure. Like, okay. And she goes,
The hand holding, is it a custom that I should be aware of?
Well, that way we don't get separated. What if there's another root quake and then there's madness again?
I will take your word for it. If this is what you think is best, then we will do this.
That way, if you fall, like, what if that piece goes out from under your feet? Then I'm holding you and I can hoist you up. Or if my piece goes out from under me, you can hoist me up. You see?
That seems the more likely scenario. Visha, I am.
and they just kind of trail off like they don't want to say it.
It's just the waiting.
It's okay.
And then like she doesn't really she doesn't have like pupils to move, so her whole head kind of like she kind of like surveys herself with her own like glance, and then she like looks at you like, get it, like
Her.
I could do
trying
it.
to. Her slits narrow. Her ink blot slits narrow, like
Right.
pressing X to doubt.
If you are confident, then I will withdraw my concern.
Okay, good.
They
Skell's
don't
going.
sound. They don't sound like they're being genuine.
Oh no. She doesn't pick up on it.
Skell is looking for fish.
I am looking for a bucket.
Why do you need a bucket?
Zelicray in the market wishes for a bucket in exchange for information. So I will be looking for that to give to them as part of my bargain.
Does now seem like the proper time for that?
Not saying now, just in general, giving you the information.
So this...
Her like, this was a rescue mission, but Isoesco doesn't seem to need it.
Does not seem to need it at all.
Well, if I'm just gonna help you look for a bucket, okay?
But about Vesh, should we... If
Oh,
they
no.
are in trouble?
No, that's Skell's mission. Skell is rescuing Vesh right now. And I've already rescued you, so now we can look for your bucket.
Yes, you have rescued me. That is what you did. Then the quest for a bucket begins. In earnest.
Of course. What other way would it be?
And
Me-
you
Go ahead.
get a smile. You just get a little smile and a nod.
Meanwhile, Skell, you get to like the council, and it is near the post, and people recognize, very small town. They say, people point like, he was in there, and they point to the post, and you see half of it has completely fallen in on itself. And it looks like what most of the post was has been reduced to rubble.
Skell will look at the rubble and have a barking dog. And he kind of looks around at the rubble and thinks to himself, he needs to find him. He needs to find Captain Vesh. And he will crouch down. He'll put his hand to the ground, and from under his sleeve, a large green viridian spider will crawl out from under his sleeve, and I'm going to use Swarm Scout. A single spider you can send ahead as a scout, allowing you to see and hear through it to try to see if I can find his body within the rubble.
That's awesome. I would say sounds like instinct and hunt.
I will gladly roll that. Ooh. 6. 3,
6
3
with a
the
twist.
Yeah. I guess this is a success. It's a positive twist.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a
Cool.
success. What do you think? And you see other people like take note, and they start to like pull rubble carefully. It's just tons of metal, and they don't want to make it worse by like hurting any survivors that are there, so they're very slowly and carefully peeling the sheet metal off. But you send
I do
your
have a question real quick before you go ahead.
Go ahead.
So the Swarm Scout has a line of marks essentially,
Mm-hmm.
but the details do not say to mark it when it's used. So
Yeah, you don't
is
have
that
to.
only when I take damage?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you don't have to mark it to use it. You can just use it. If you if it gets injured, you might have to mark it or something, but
Got it.
now it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Wayward.
Hey, thanks, Wayward.
And you go with your little spider scouting about, and underneath the rubble, you hear coughs and groans of people, a few different ones. Eventually, the spider goes far enough in that you get to a place where this place isn't totally collapsed in it, but that hulking automatron is just holding up a lot of the posts from completely falling in, and is like using their hands to hold it up and straining against it. The spider then also sees Vesh face down, unconscious, under a pile of metal. Oh, wow. Thank you, Wayward. 50.
Wow, thanks,
Thank you,
Wayward.
friend.
Thank you, Wayward.
Wow.
I don't know if anyone's aspects. You know what? There's about to be an aspect hurt because I hadn't actually told Bijan
Oh.
yet, but Vesh is going to have to take damage to an aspect. But also, I think a few other people have aspects hurt, so you can let us know what that's for in a moment. Thank you. Appreciate it. And you also see Lao, but rather than being crushed, you can just kind of see him holding up his hands and just like the metal just like almost cocooned around him on top of Vesh. Vesh and Lao trying to keep things from further falling on Vesh. It doesn't make a lot of sense how this diminutive Zelicray is totally fine next to Vesh while Vesh is down, but that is what your scout sees.
Skell will then look towards the crowd that kind of pointed to the post and said they're in there. And because he doesn't need to like channel this or like meditate while using this, he just kind of sees out of it. He's going to point to where they need to start peeling off the sheet metal and the rubble, like the specific spot.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Bijan?
I was gonna say he has a twist also.
Yes.
It could be that he found, as he's going through the post is collapsed. The post has a lot of letters and items. Maybe he saw something interesting that could be of note as his spider was scavenging around looking for me.
Let's see, what is an interesting thing that you might have found at the posts? Oh, I know what you might like to find, but might not know what to do with. Your little spider in doing so, and this is a very strange thing that is a little bit foreboding in the Wildsea, but is also useful. You find a lighter, like just a small metallic lighter. Fire is a huge no-no, but it can still be useful. And your little hordling just kind of finds it.
Well, maybe once the rubble's cleared, but I don't think the spider can get anything.
Yes, not that they could lift it very easily, but sees that underneath the rubble, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. Everyone in the town eventually starts coming over, a few dozen people, and they're just peeling metal and metal off. Vesh, eventually you come to, and everything hurts. It feels like you were just like went through a metal press on your whole body. And I will let you choose either an injury or 3 aspect damage, one of whichever one you want.
Oh, where do you mark injuries?
So injuries specifically are, let me see, there is this part of the track for it. I will find out, but you can pick one. I'll find out where on the sheet you mark it in a little bit.
I will pick an injury, though.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be broken ribs.
Oof.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
But you were alive, just very hurt. and you come to with so many different people, including Lao, helping get this metal off of you.
Is everyone okay? Does anybody need medical attention? We have a doctor on the ship. And he starts trying to get up to direct Lao towards the ship. He's
He's
not
like,
aware of
"Are
what's
you
around him.
crazy? You need medical attention."
Let's help everyone else first. Whoever needs help, let's bring them to the doctor. Oh,
No, you don't move. I will go get your doctor and bring them here. And
All
Lau
right.
just kind of trots off.
Hello, Captain. We found you.
Oh, Skell. Is everybody okay?
Visha and I are fine. She went to go look for Izuesco. From me running here, I did not see any major injuries from the townsfolk.
Oh,
It seems this building took the brunt of the damage.
and I think I took the brunt of the building. Ah.
You are holding what you would call ribs.
What's left of them? I think they're broken.
Visha will be able to fix it.
I hope so. I don't know if I can walk back to the ship right now.
There is something interesting in the rubble.
Yeah?
A fire starter.
Here? At the post?
The swarm scout found it while looking for you.
That's quite dangerous.
Should I take it while the commotion is subsiding?
Maybe. Maybe if you can grab it on your way out. I don't think it's safe to just leave it on the ground.
I will fetch it then. And I will go over to where it was under the rubble, and I will try to move some stuff to get the lighter.
At this point, enough of the rubble has been cleared by everyone who's trying to make sure there's no severe injuries. You can see two of the other post workers have some minor injuries, but thanks to your automaton friend, the worst of it was spared them. It was mostly just you that took the brunt of it. And yes, you can pick up this small metallic lighter.
Oh, there goes the forest.
Visha, you see a small Zelicray walk up to you. Says, "Excuse me, I believe you are the Spirit Roots doctor."
Yes, that would be me.
Wonderful. Your friend is very injured at the post. I was wondering if you could accompany me to help him.
Yes, I could definitely do that. If you don't mind, and she would look back at Izuesco. Do you want to keep looking for your bucket?
That can wait. We should go and assist your friend.
She gives a firm nod. And we'll follow the Zillicry.
He,
Let's go. We'll follow them both.
he starts leading. And as he's leading the two of you there, you see Griff come up and say, "This is why I keep saying, we've got to get out of here. Another one of these, and we're going to be at the bottom of the drown. I keep telling you this." And he's like pounding his fists. He's mad. And I was like, this is not the time. People need help. When is going to be the time? I'm so sick of having this argument with you. We will talk about it later. For now, our guests, gestures to you, need help. Yeah. And Griff just kind of stalks off in another direction. Lau kind of takes a deep breath and keeps striding forward. You are all brought together with a very rough-looking Vesh in the post as people start putting it back together, or at least doing their best to. The post workers with minor injuries not really wanting to be escorted off to the medical area. They just want to make sure all of the letters are okay and organized. They seem to care about that a lot more than even themselves. But this is kind of where the collective effort of the town has been redirected as people are trying to figure out how to quickly rebuild this place.
Visha,
Skell, you're okay.
I am fine, and I as well go. It's good to see you safe.
I could say the same of you as well, Skel.
Vesh has broken his ribs, so he says.
I'll wait for the official diagnosis.
He could
If
have
you-
internal hemorrhaging.
Oh, that's a good one. You're probably right. I didn't know you knew about stuff like that.
I snuck a medical book in the library.
Well, we should probably move you, because if it is that, you should not be making it worse. You know, like moving around as you are right now.
Yeah, I should lay down.
Yeah, I'm just not really sure how I'm going to get you there. Well, you could just lay down right here.
But don't have to tell me twice. And he's gonna just about keel over.
If I was still on the Onyx Star, there was a Ketra with a spare set of ribs. Perhaps he could have loaned you them.
She says with kind of like a bit of a smirk, like this is an attempt at a joke.
That would be very funny. And in theory, I could do that.
Is Captain Vesh part Ketra?
Well, I guess it would depend. Oh, well, they're probably smaller than him, so it wouldn't really work. But you know, with the right stimulation, a bone could grow.
I'd make it work.
See
Anyway,
a little bit of lightning crackle between her fingers as if she's like considering, like, could she? Would that?
so could one of you two go get the stuff from the little hut that we have? With the little medical.
Yes, I will do this. I will return shortly.
Thank you so much.
She jogs off.
All right, Vesh, let's check that chest of yours.
Oh, just be careful.
You know, I was thinking about being not careful.
Okay, well then it's a good thing I said something. He says as he starts unbuttoning his shirt.
Okay, and she'll start doing a little test, a little pressing around, assessing while she waits for the supplies to actually do something about it.
And as you're checking over, thanks to Mr. Wayward, you realize, oh, it actually isn't anything broken. He's okay.
She doesn't.
Thank you, Mr. Wayward.
Thank you, Mr. Wayward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
for unbreaking my ribs.
You know, it's not broken.
Oh no, it's got to be. It
No,
hurts
it's
like the
just gonna
devil.
bruise. It's gonna bruise really badly, I think. But it's not
Okay.
broken.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, there's a topical solution that I can give you that will ease it a little bit, but you're gonna have to be pretty careful.
If it's not broken, I can get back up and at it maybe tomorrow, right?
You still are injured. Just there's nothing broken.
Okay, we'll reassess tomorrow.
Yeah. But for now, you should probably get to bed.
I think that's, I am very tired, actually.
You hear
Getting hit.
from far away, "Where is he? Where is he? Oh my god! Vash, you're okay!" As
Oh.
Youngblood runs up to you.
Oh, you know what? Maybe this is the medicine I need.
No, man, you need sleep. Sleep is the real best medicine. Lie down. Relax.
Got it. Okay. So the doctors are in agreement.
I'm just glad you're in one piece. That was a real bad one.
Yeah, you're telling me. Are you okay?
Oh, all good. Can't get me down.
Were you one with the stone when it happened?
Oh, no. I was working, but it was crazy. So many quakes lately.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, but it's all good. Just, you need anything? Need someone to run you some food while you're down? I'm your guy.
I will take all the help we can get. But you've all already done so much for us.
Yeah, great, man. Can't wait to have you up again and see you back at the smokehouse.
That'll be my first stop.
And Izuesco, you return. Youngblood is there. With you have Visha's medical equipment. At the little medical tent, you see a few people with injuries. Looks like mostly surface level arm and leg injuries. Nothing super serious, but I'm sure Visha will be addressing it in the coming days. Assuming this place is still going to be standing in a few days.
Yeah, real. Might be gone.
Visha, your kit, here you are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Luckily, he's not broken anything.
A marvel, I think, isn't it?
Truly, he should have at least a few. It's because you're so big.
I'm tough. Yeah, I'm big.
It's the muscle. Must be. Well, at the very least, let me wrap you. And let me put a little ointment on you.
Okay.
While this is going on, Izuesco is semi-subtly looking for a bucket in this area.
Yeah. Did I describe it as a bucket? I thought it was a little more specific than bucket, perhaps.
Yeah, I think you mentioned
you
like
might have
almost
been.
like a beaker,
Yeah.
like a container of
It
some
was
sort.
more like it's really for our benefit. It's more like a water bottle. But if you want Izuesco to find a bucket, then yeah, this is great. I'm all for it. It would not
I
take
feel like
you.
she's like, you wanted a container. She's gonna find you the best container she can find. It's probably a bucket around
Absolutely.
these parts.
It wouldn't even take you very long to find a bucket. I mean, there's buckets all over the place. There's plenty of wooden and even metal buckets for that matter, though fewer metal than wooden ones. But yeah, no time at all to find like a nice 3-liter bucket or whatever.
She's gonna look around to see if anyone is she's not gonna steal it, but if it's unoccupied,
It's currently unoccupied.
she's gonna pick it up and hold it in front of her and look around to see if anyone is hey,
This is such a toddler
That's
move.
my bucket.
listen, she doesn't she could steal it, but it's kind of is anyone gonna be missing this bucket, or is it just chilling here?
No one seems to. You don't hear any shouts of "stop thief" or anything like that, or "that's my bucket." None of that. So yeah, you pick up the bucket.
Okay, then she's gonna I think she's gonna make her way back to the group to inform them of what she's doing, and then she's gonna go deliver this bucket. She's not gonna hold on to it for long.
I will be returning shortly. Captain Vesh, are you going to be all right?
Absolutely. I've got the finest care.
You do indeed.
And he groans as he rolls over onto his
Well.
good
Don't
side.
do that. Don't do that. Lay on your back.
Okay, all right.
As you said, the greatest care, so please obey instructions.
Mhm. He closes his eyes and gives a thumbs up.
I will return.
And she saunters off to deliver this container.
What is the plan then? Will he be sleeping here for the night?
Unless we can find someone to pick him up. Yeah.
There is a lot of sheet metal lying around. Could we carry him back to the ship for the medical bay?
You know, we could make. You're right. Do you think you could drag him?
I could try.
Okay. Well, then 1 minute.
Excuse me, says
Yeah.
Tellus comes over. I was overhearing what you were talking about, and I would love to carry Captain Vesh to the ship.
Really? Would you?
Absolutely. He's
Perfect.
a real good spirit, chipper kind, into the local gossip. And they kind of give a wink.
He is a man of his word, yes.
You're into gossip. I didn't know that about you.
It's just a factor of the trade.
Hmm?
All right, come on, Captain. And you see they look like they're about to sweep you off your feet, but then they're like, wait, this person's injured. And they very delicately bend you back and are just carrying you. It's it's like they're carrying a baby. Like you fit into their arms.
Aw.
This is a big
baby.
automaton, huh?
Oh yeah, this thing is
Right.
like 8 feet tall.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Dang, you are baby.
And just starts crunch, 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 crunch. So, you're the crew, huh?
Yeah, we are. Partially.
We are the crew, yes.
We've heard so many good things about you.
Really?
No, he didn't say anything about you.
No.
Really
That's-
tight-lipped.
Well, it didn't come up. I wasn't going to gossip about my own crew. Oh.
And that's
that
when
you
you're
could.
missing out. You gotta be gossiping.
I have a question. What is your name?
Tell us.
Tell us. The root quakes are getting stronger.
Yeah.
When did they start?
Oh, it's been months. Maybe almost a year at this point.
The captain, Skell looks down at him. I don't know if he will be able, but we were to check out underneath the spit in the morning. We might find a cause of the quakes, or help reinforce the trusses that keep it aloft.
Oh, regular rattle hand, are you? Structural rattle hand. No. Oh.
No.
No.
I would offer. I know a little bit about putting things together, but it's either that or people. I don't really have time to do both.
I think
I'll be fine
I
tomorrow.
think your services are much needed to help people, but yeah, if your intrepid adventurers want to journey down below the spit, who am I to stop you? No one really.
I can take the Outrider.
You're not doing anything right now.
Tomorrow morning, you said I'd be fine.
You said
didn't say
it would
that.
just bruise.
Yeah, but if he doesn't take care of it, it could just stay that way.
I can't sit on my ass doing nothing. Gotta get up. Gotta be productive. We'll get it done.
Okay.
Okay. That's a question for tomorrow, though.
This is a normality, tell us.
Yeah, you all seem like a really weird group. I don't disapprove.
Maybe you can take their arguing as gossip.
Oh yeah, the crew back at the post, they're gonna love hearing about this when I get back. Most exciting thing that's happened in a week or two.
It is an interesting way you carry yourself, seeing as how your spit partially collapsed.
Well, nothing new under the sun. We're just trying to make the best of our lot in life, you know?
I understand.
Like I said to Vesh earlier, I leave all the big talking to the council. I don't really get involved.
And Captain Vesh, what was the decision from the council before you were crushed under the rubble?
Oh, we didn't have that much time to talk about it, actually. And it wasn't really the council, it was just Lao. I didn't have a chance to meet with everybody.
I see. When Izuesko returns, we should discuss the next course of action.
Yes. This is still the what, second day since we've been here?
I think
Or is it the
so,
first
yeah.
still?
Second day.
Okay. So we still got some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think we should have a talk with that council for sure. Okay.
The spirit route is coming up. Tell us.
Oh, yeah. Well, here you go. I better go back to repairing my office. I heard Youngblood say he was going to be bringing y'all food, so... But if you need anything, I'm sure lots of people can sort you out.
We appreciate your assistance.
Well, I'll be on my way. Don't want to keep you any longer. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Tellus.
And Tellus
Thanks for the
will
carry.
gently rest Vesh down on the deck of the ship. Izuesko, you go to the market. And you go up to the Zellicray, who you were talking to before, that sells the oddities. You present them with this bucket, I assume, yes?
She does.
What is this?
The container you requested, is it not sufficient?
Look at you. Look at the bucket. Is this a joke?
No. If it is insufficient, I will find a better one.
Mm. My words are unclear. It's closed container. Holds liquid. Closed container. Not
Understood.
bucket. Bottle? Capsule.
Understood. I will return then with your desired item, as we agreed.
I do like can-do attitude.
She gives a little like, here comes try number 2, and she like pulls the bucket to herself, and she's gonna put the bucket exactly back where she found it. she's gonna find a bottle or a capsule.
As you do, and you walk away from the bucket, you hear, "Oh, there's my bucket. Oh, I was looking for that."
And she hears that, and she like looks. Is that
Yes,
it who she thinks it
that
is?
is Youngblood.
Okay? And then she goes,
Apologies. I seem to have found it. It is yours. Here you are.
and she like double hand like pushes it into his possession.
Oh, thanks, Izuesko. Was looking everywhere for it. Hate when I lose my bucket.
Oh, would you know where I could find a bottle or capsule, some sort of closed container?
Oh, bottle. Wow, I haven't seen a bottle in a while. A flask, yeah, but a bottle.
I
Not
think
for
a flask
sale.
would do.
Well, and you see Youngblood pull out it's like a small, what looks like a whiskey flask, just like really small. I've got mine, but I kind of need it. get me through the
Hmm.
day and all.
Would not want to take something that belongs to you, young blood. I will continue the search.
Yeah, good luck. Someone might want to trade for one, maybe, or you could see about making one down at the workshop. I don't know. Maybe even put a post on the bounty board, you know? I'm sure someone's got a bottle they'd be willing to trade. Well,
Hmm.
good luck, and if ever you're feeling too stressed, remember, one with a stone.
I will do my best to be one with the stone, as you put it.
That's it. And you see Youngblood pick up a mop and another bucket nearby and start to scrub.
Okay. Well, she has crossed out mentally the find a bucket quest, and she has added find a container directly underneath it. So she's not going back to the ship specifically, but she is going to go where Youngblood said perhaps the workshop. She's gonna maybe try her abilities there,
Yes.
even though she's never made anything before. She's gonna, that might be like the first thing she tries to do.
You head over to the workshop by the shipyard, and it's a little bit heated over there. You see Griff is like fuming and pacing. You see a few different rattle hands discussing with him, and he's mostly him going over the argument and talking and being a little bit of a doomer. Like, they need to get out of here. This place is just not suited for them to live anymore. It's just another one of these, and they're gonna fall into the sea. And all of his friends trying to like gently calm him down. One of them eventually comes over and just like, yeah, sorry about that. Boss is on a little bit of edge. Do you need something? Izuesco, was it?
That is what they call me, yes.
What can I help you with?
I am in the looking for a bottle, container, closed.
Like saying it the same way that this Celicrae did, like.
Yeah, sure. I could help you with that. We've probably got one lying around, or we could make one. You got a size in mind?
No, medium size if possible. I do have some abilities to trade said container for, if that is helpful.
Abilities? What do you mean by that?
She thinks for a moment, and she goes,
Need pinwheels fried, need Krezerin removed, could assist you in that regard.
Oh, okay. They kind of look you over. I see. Well, I don't need anyone hurt right now, but,
Can safely cook certain things.
and she like lets the electricity crackle between her fingers as she says that.
You know what? I do have a task for you. You know, we've got a little bit of a few steaks we were trying to cook, but didn't want to use the energy right now, given how we might need it to get out of here. So if you want to help cook that up a little bit for us, go right ahead. That sounds like a good trade for a bottle.
Can do. Just keep the salt away from skin, and we will be fine.
Can we salt it after you're done?
After I am gone, why not?
Great. And you see, he'll take you over to. It's really more of like an ice box than anything. And you see that there's like some meat waiting to be fried. And he says, just give me like 10 minutes and I'll see what I can scrounge up, okay?
I see. The joke cook up was there because I am cooking these for you, so you will be producing a bottle for me, perhaps. The joke, see what you can cook up.
You know, I hadn't considered it, but that was the low-hanging steak.
I see what you did in that parlance. Yes, very humorous, very funny. I will get to work.
Great. And you see him smile and kind of like, as walking away, thumb over shoulder, and you hear him like say, that one's good at parties.
All right. Yeah, she's gonna use some of her lightning energy to get this done. She had fun with it the first time around, so she knows what she's doing now, I think.
Go ahead and roll and see how well you cook these up.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is either grace or iron,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say it is either. No, I think it's like a flourish, perhaps. Rather than cook, because I think she's trying to show off with it. That's what I think.
Okay.
You tell me.
I will allow it.
Lovely. It's a 6 and a 2.
Ah, success. Yeah, you do a pretty good medium well steak. Or a few steaks, as it. Eventually he brings over and you see it looks like an aluminum water bottle with a cap on top. Looks like it can hold about 1 liter of water or alcohol of choice. This all you need?
For the moment, I believe that is correct. Please inspect the work.
Looks down. Whoa. Quick. That would have taken a few hours on a chemical stove or on an engine. You can do that fast?
For this instance, yes, but you should know as well as any, electricity is unpredictable.
You're missing your calling, Izuesco. I think you have a future as a cook.
I am aware of people's desire for spices and such, and it is an area in which I must be careful. So, perhaps.
Well, thanks. I kind of hands over the bottle. Hope this is what you were looking for.
And she takes it gratefully with both hands, and nods. And
If it is not, I may return, but I, of course, am willing to trade fair work for fair items.
It's been a while since we had such nice outsiders. A surgeon, a word bearer, and a tempest, all in the same crew. And not thieves, not murderers. What's the catch?
funny you mentioned not thieves or murderers, but that is part of why I am here.
How do you
Because
mean?
I am not one.
Oh,
You familiar with the Onyx Star?
I am. He says a little
I-
cagey.
I was a crew member there. Now I am not,
I see.
for reasons that you have specified.
Yeah.
I gather.
Say no more. I get it. Well, let's both be careful.
I appreciate the sentiment. I wish it back upon you double-fold. I plan to make the Onyx Star crew resent their betrayal in due time.
Don't know anything about that, but go with God, my friend. And he'll reach out to shake your hand.
And she kind of adjusts the bottle in her other hand so she can shake his, and she does so. It's a little squishy.
Meanwhile, on the ship, the three of you all taking a breather. Vesh, I would love to know what you think about the current events, as you almost died and saw some weird stuff.
Vesh is very unsettled by earthquakes or root quakes that already kind of shake him up. You know, he's had bad experiences in the past, but he's always a bit more worried about others than himself. Doesn't really he's seen too many bad things happen to other people. I don't think it's quite registered how dangerous that was to him in particular.
First or second near-death experience in less than a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sure as he's like laying in bed at night and turning over and feeling the pain in his ribs, that it starts to sink in a little bit. That this is quite a dangerous mission, and he has barely made it, just a few weeks away from home.
And something as mundane as a root quake almost ending you.
Mm-hmm. Root quakes, I mean, they're still a thing.
They're dangerous, and they're
But
Go ahead.
But on Hearthstone, I mean, they're on an island.
Yes, it's
The
firm
roots-
ground.
Yeah, the roots don't shake the peak the same way that they do out on. So it's really not something that his people have to deal with in the same way.
Correct.
And the one time that he did deal with it, it didn't end. The first time that he dealt with one, it was catastrophic. Yeah, these last two are not the only ones he's ever experienced. I mean, he's been out on the sea,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like everybody else who maybe has dealt with this. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe Visha feels similarly, but I'm sure like Izoesco or Skell have all experienced earthquakes as just a part of natural life. That's not quite the same way that Vesh feels about them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people raised Ridgeborns experience root quakes much different than people who are Spitborn or are traveling the waves a lot. And maybe a little bit recognizing how privileged you were growing up on Hearthstone and also what you've given up by leaving, and by the same token.
Yeah.
But the rest of the day passes in relative peace for you all, unless there's something specific you all want to do.
Nope.
In that case, we'll go back to Izuesco for the last item of this day. You head back to that merchant. How do you present it to them?
I think they hold it closer to their person this time so that they can see it. But they're less like before it was like, here's the bucket. Now it's kind of like, here's the bottle. Like, is this good?
Yes, just like that. Just like that. Yes, yes, yes. And
Excellent.
what did I promise you again?
You have already paid. You have given me information.
Yes. Yes, I have. Well,
So,
thank you.
transaction completed.
Complete. You are one of your word.
Good. I'm glad to hear you are satisfied.
And they immediately hand over the bottle.
Thanks. This'll be a good trade someday. Yes, yes, yes. Take care of yourself and your crew.
I will relay this message to them. Thank you. Be well.
And they kind of do a little bit of a bow and they turn to head back to the ship. They've been gone longer than they anticipated.
Yep. It took you most of the day to get all of that done. At the end of the day, you all end up back on your ship. Eventually, even though it's late at night, people start on the repairs to your ship after the disruption of the root quake. It seems like life in Rusttown goes relatively back to normal after several hours of people picking things up. But there is an underlying tension now that wasn't quite as pronounced before among all of the rattle hands and the citizens living here. You had kind of felt the abstractness of this place being of several different minds in terms of their future, but now you've kind of seen it on display firsthand. What is happening with this place, how dangerous it is for them, and how the different ways people want to handle it. Do you all say anything? Or go ahead. No, go ahead, Chris.
Captain Vash,
Yes,
do
Gal?
you think helping these people is still the right thing to do?
Well, I don't know about right. I mean, sure, yes, it's the right thing to do, but I mean, what else would we do?
Why are we different? Many ships have come and gone. We are but 4.
Well,
What if we cannot help the spit? What if they are doomed?
well, then we can feel confident knowing that we did what we could. If that's nothing, then so be it. I mean, I don't know how things work with the others, Selicrae, or where you're from, but where I'm from, we work to make each other stronger. We contribute what we can. And we contribute as much as we can.
If your people contribute where they can, why did you not have a crew?
Oh, not everything works out the way you want it to.
Kind of like Rust Town's demise.
Jeez, I hope not. I hope Rusttown won't meet that fate, and I hope neither will my mission and this crew.
And if we cannot help them,
well, look, we're not just doing this out of the kindness of our hearts, too. I mean, we are hoping to trade services for this, you know? It's... If we can't help them, we did what we could. We'll have agreed upon what the value of that work will be worth to them. Whether or not we are able to help or not, we'll have exchanged value for each other. It's up to them to decide what to do with that knowledge. And geez, Skell, I don't know what... Honestly, does it bother you that we wouldn't be able to help them?
no. I think doing what we can, like you said, acts as a sign of, what do you say, good faith. In
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah. You know, not everybody from my home would necessarily work to help these people. Not everybody considers well, a lot of people are focused on just taking care of themselves and the people around them. And I get it. I mean, to some extent, you have to. If it came down to taking care of Rusttown or taking care of this crew, I mean, we have to care for each other, right?
That is what I think as well.
Still, I want to help. I hope you do too. But I get it if that's not what you're about.
What I'm about. I am about what we are about. If helping Rusttown is what we are about, then helping Rusttown is what I'm about.
Yeah, I can get that. That makes sense.
Good.
And all right, yeah, I guess you know, if you ever need to talk about this kind of thing, I'm always available for that.
This kind of thing.
I guess life, people. It seems you have a curiosity about it. Maybe you've been alone in the cargo hold for quite some time by yourself.
Ardents are very interesting.
We certainly like to think so.
While we are not selfish, Zelacre society tends to lean more of survival of the fittest.
You know, Scala, I don't think we're actually that different.
But if Rusttown was a Huskpa,
Come again? Sorry? A what?
The low sour term hive. Zelacre grew up in Huskpas. If a Huskpa was threatened, the odds of another Huskpa coming to their aid is not very likely.
I think it's probably about the same here.
So you are different.
I guess, maybe. It just doesn't feel right. You know, what's the difference between one Huskpa, I don't know if I said that right, or another, you know, that just the circumstance of being born in a different place. If we were neighbors, maybe we'd want to help each other, but what, so we're separated by a couple of miles of green. What's the real difference?
I understand. Your kindness intrigues me, Captain Vesh. There are not many in the Wildsea like you. You are different.
He kind of winces at that. Thanks, Skell. I'll try and take that as a compliment.
I will leave you to rest. Your body must heal.
I'll be fine soon. I probably should do a little exercise. I mean, that's always healthy, right?
I would do so in secret. Visha will yell again.
I could just do a little bit of casual lifting. Just something small.
I will leave you to it and keep it a secret between us.
Thanks, Scal. He'll give him a wink.
The eye movement, do you have an ocular injury as well?
Yeah.
I will send in Visha.
No, it's fine. It's nothing. Just a little. I'm different, right?
That is correct.
Just a little.
I like
oddity.
that about you, though, Captain Vesh. You did not kick me out when I deserved to be kicked out. You help the weak. That is kind. But we can talk more about weaklings later.
Well, I like you too, Scal. Thanks for stopping by.
You are the captain.
Vesh will smile at that and keep smiling as Skell leaves.
You are muted, Firefly.
I streamed it. I hit unmute, but it didn't
Lulz.
unmute all the way. That's funny. Thank you. And we're gonna take a break there. After that very sweet scene, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So yeah, don't go anywhere, everyone. Really happy that you're all here, and we'll be back soon.
BRB.
Father, Mother, hello. I hope things are to your satisfaction. You are likely doing just fine without me around, but Raisha says I should write. Raisha is the Char on board, and they are a Ketra, like me. They are nice. Do not expect grandchildren from this compliment. I am well, largely unharmed since that day in the storm. They find me useful. I do my best to quell my temper until it is necessary to not. Raisha has taken on to helping me tame the storm. Our captain is rough and unfair at times, but for the most part things stay civil. I do worry about their recent obsession, but I am sure things will turn out fine. Should it not, well, I have learned a lot of what I am capable of. I will not be shy about imparting this knowledge onto others. Your child, Izuesco.
Dear Vesh, I know that you're doing well and everything's fine, but I really miss hearing your voice. We're heading out for a raid soon, and already I can hear the whispers of your words in my ears. Don't look smug about that, troublemaker. I don't know if your way is the better way, but it does seem to be a different way. When you get back, tell me about it, okay? Love, Shale.
Clutch mate Selnari. These words scratch like dry leaves, but we write them out anyway. The waves of green still do not hold us, but here in the creaking wood of this ship, something old and glowing crawls, and it hums like home inside our chest. We do not name it, but it sees us, soft and strange, like webs that do not break in the wind. Our legs still shake on these planks, not made for us, but we stay. We follow it, even if the rest of us stays lost. Drone Skell.
Shale, I hope this message sees you soon. There aren't many word bearers in this area that want to make the journey to Hearthstone. Oh, how I wish you could be here with me, but I know your training comes first. The crew I picked up at Port Basker left me as soon as we arrived at the next spit. I think everyone can tell I'm as green as the trees. I might have found a new crew, but well, who knows how long they'll stay. Kick Terran extra hard for me next time you're sparring, and write me back soon. Your friend, Vesh.
Clutch mate Skell, we are pleased to hear your correspondence. It satisfies us greatly, as well as your continued survival and exploration on these rolling waves. Here on this island, the days are long and the years are short. We have finally found the warm embrace that we have often heard of, but chased so long. Home, We hope one day that you and yours find it as well. Tell us of these people and this ship. Tell us of your travels. Tell us when you find home again. Drone Samari.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Half 2. Thank you for bearing with us while everyone got some snacks, some drinks, stretched a little. Thank you for being here. If this is the first time you're in, welcome. You are actually on episode 4. And if you want to catch up, youtube.com/MagicRPG is the place to do it. There's a playlist with all of our episodes of The Breath Between Branches if you want to start from the beginning. Man, this has ended up being so delightfully slice of life anime so far. The vibes are good. But I was saying on the break, I'm like, I have to give them a reason to fight each other at some point. Otherwise, is it even a Magic RPG show if there's not, like, you know, them hating each other? But I'm totally down with this very wholesome vibe continuing as long as possible. If you want to talk about this show and other shows, discord.gg/MagicRPG is the place to do it. And if you would like to support us, like Wayward did, $50. Thank you, Wayward, for supporting so many of our shows.
Thank you, Wayward.
Really appreciate it. You can leave us a tip as well. Wild tips is the command. Wayward was able to help make those broken ribs not so broken. And it was nice. Yeah, you all awake the next morning, feeling much better. But waiting for you on the ship, right when you get up, you hear someone like walking on, in addition to all of the rattle hands doing their repair work. And you hear him shout out, and it's like really early in the morning. Maybe some of you would be awake, but I imagine probably not. But Lao is there and calls out to you all. Hello? Captain Vesh? Anyone here?
Vesh is realizing he's overslept, as he usually gets up earlier. Yep. Yeah. We're here. Just give us a minute. As they start to climb aboard up top.
I'll make myself at home.
Yeah. Just a moment. And Vesh is gonna pull on, his outfit and hastily, causing himself some pain, climb up on deck to meet Lao.
Is the rest of your crew still asleep?
Are they?
I will appear behind you.
No,
Ah, Surgeon Visha, good to see you again.
that's a very official name, but I like it.
I am polite when I can be. You are very famous.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say that.
Head.
The legends of you and the crew of the Spirit Roots deeds spread far and wide all over the wild waves.
What?
Really?
She kind of like, oh.
Yes.
Seriously? Wow.
Can I say? We had quite the crew back then.
Why haven't I heard of this? I mean,
Why
you'd
haven't
think
you?
You'd think you'd be local here. Well, it's not just me. I'd imagine you'd be local heroes.
That I can't speak to, but all across the world, people speak of your ship and Atlas, Callum, others, and Visha. I heard perhaps exaggerations of her reattaching people's limbs after injuries and
That's probably an exaggeration, but I was very good back then. Medicine has developed a little bit, so I am catching up.
I said we would speak about your mission. Do you have questions for me, Captain Vesh?
Yes, sorry, I mean, I'm looking for Zora.
Yes, I believe she's still alive and well, past the conflagration.
That is crazy. What do you mean past the conflagration?
On the north side. Just kind of stares at you, like blinking spider eyes everywhere, just kind of expecting you to say something, but just seems like as if that's enough of a statement by itself.
So you've been there?
Me? No. But I know she made it.
How do you know that?
She sent correspondence.
You make it sound like it's a simple thing, crossing the conflagration.
No, not simple. Certainly not for me. I'm not a sailor. But she was something special.
I'd like to meet the word bearer carrying that message.
Well, I like to believe she probably delivered it herself, but who can say who carries a message and when?
Okay. So we're heading towards the conflagration. I honestly don't even know where to begin questioning. Do you know anybody else that's crossed? Is there Okay.
And you see, he reaches into his pocket, well, less pocket in, like the clothes wearing, unfolds a paper, This is a very old chart. It's probably not super relevant anymore. It's been decades, but this is where we were living and where we were intending to cross. And he's like pointing out different spots on this chart. You don't recognize any of the landmarks or the settlement names, but this seems to be so far west that you might not have heard of any of these places anyway. And she wanted to cross somewhere here as soon as she found a right place for it.
Well, that's very helpful. He's gonna pull out his log book, or what is it called? It's a log book, right? A junction network book. And it's not filled out to the point where I guess it would even make sense. Like, it's not a map, you know. It's in a traditional way. It's a sort of connection point. You know, it's a grid of connections from one stop to another, right, and a general direction. But having no point to connect it to, he kind of just opens up to a page that's empty and just writes down, all right, this port by
Just
the
start writing down
configuration.
the yeah. But I hope that's at least a little bit helpful.
It is. That is a direction. Maybe not literal. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I know where I'm going. And he looks over at the horizon, which I believe you said we can see the smoke in the distance.
Yes, if anywhere on the Wildsea, if you look north, you can see the giant inferno that is the conflagration stretching thousands of miles.
So it looks like we're not heading west anymore.
Oh, you probably should head west. That was where she believed she could cross. Unless you think you could find a place to cross right now. But wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, that's even more helpful. So west, but we'll lean northwards. Towards
That's
the
what I
giant
would do
fire.
if I were you.
This is insane. This is even crazier than the people at home said it was. If they knew this is what I was actually doing.
I'm told you sunscrapers have adventurous spirits.
Yes, it's quite stupid.
Vesh looks up at her.
Well, clearly. She kind of gestures to herself.
Oh, I've been called worse.
Perhaps you would have gotten along with Zora. She felt similarly.
Really? Well, she's probably quite smart then.
She didn't go back in the end.
She's probably happier for it.
Well, we don't know until we find her. I'm sure she's eagerly awaiting this message.
I'm sure. Why don't you just open it and see what it says?
No.
Why not? What if it's something silly?
Then it's something silly. Doesn't matter to me.
You're
I have my oath.
you're willing to die for a silly message?
I'm not willing to die for anything. I don't want to die. I intend to make it there and come back.
That's so funny. That's what I told my parents before I left.
Point taken.
I don't think anyone intends to die on the sea.
I'm just gonna have to work hard and make sure that doesn't happen. And
Of course.
I have the crew to help me do it.
Of course.
He's a little unsettled by you responding to that.
Mm.
Surgeon Visha, I have a question. Is it true that you all jumped from a tall shank onto the back of a soaring leviathan?
Yeah, is that true?
I didn't. But my brother did.
Get out a piece of paper and write it down. Something down.
Yeah.
He
was that kind of guy.
I'm so honored to meet you. I wish... How... Forgive me, Surgeon Visha. How is it that you've come to Rust Town?
Well, I promised Vesh that I would get him through his journey. It seems only right.
Yes, but you, forgive me, don't look over 100 years old.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, do you have any other questions for me, Captain? I would love to be helpful.
Well, I guess you could tell me a little more about Zora.
She was adventurous. She had a fiery spirit. She wanted to chart the whole world, but she was kind and anything but practical. You would never get her to reconsider anything that she had set her mind to, no matter how outlandish. But 10 failures just pushed her forward to something else. She was incredible, really. Truly, truly incredible.
I see.
Why aren't you still together?
Well,
Sounds like you love her quite a bit, or at least hold a great respect.
kind of like looks down at that. Well, I thought her quest for crossing the conflagration was a bit of foolhardy, and then I had no way to join her. I, in effect, left myself behind.
So it sounds like, in a way, you left her.
You could say that.
Do you regret it?
Every day. And you see he kind of pats the side of your ship and walks over and looks at Rusttown. At least I was able to find this place.
You know, if you're so sure she's alive, we're on our way to find her. You could see her again.
See, he kind of turns at that and then says, I'm needed more here for now. The people of Rusttown need me. Rusttown needs me. Though, if that were no longer the case, I would love to see your journey complete.
On that note, it sounds like Rusttown might not actually be here for that much longer. If that last root quake has anything to say about it.
He turns back to you away from the town and kind of smiles. Oh? And what makes you say that?
I heard you arguing with the other councilman.
Griff.
I mean,
yes.
We all experienced what we did, right? I've been through an earthquake, but I've a root quake, but I don't think it's normal for the foundation of a spit to shake quite as much as this one does.
Yes, all spits return to the sea eventually. That's what the saying is, isn't it? And yet... And he kind of stomps on the deck. And yet we're still here.
Well, are you doing anything to make sure that that's the case?
Every day. I would do anything to protect this little town. Even though sometimes my help is unappreciated. He kind of looks at the rattle hands, some of which are working on the ship still, some of which are walking about. But I'm needed here.
So what can be done, though? I offered Griff, I'd mentioned before that maybe somebody perhaps could go down and assess the situation underneath. If you have anyone, well, we could be of service, perhaps.
By all means, if you would like to help and do an assessment, I can draw you a map of the underside and you can take a look. You may not like what you see, but Rusttown is Rusttown, and this is our home.
We'd be glad to help in exchange for, some goods. We do have a long journey ahead of us, and that's a dangerous assessment.
Ah, I see. A trade. Well, you tell me what you need to requisition, and I'll find accommodation with the council, of course.
Okay. I'll gather a list of goods, and we will talk details later.
Good. Your friends are here somewhere? Perhaps listening to this conversation?
I guess. Are they?
I think you get the sense that Izoesco is not.
Mm-hmm.
He will just say loudly in knock in the kind of chittering voice. Brother Skell, if you wish to discuss, I welcome you.
And you'll hear the wood cargo door, and you'll see little mask with horns peek out, and he'll respond and knock. Are you sure? And you hear Skell, you hear the chittering of like an insect, essentially.
Yeah, and knock is probably a little grating to those who don't understand it. It if you imagine what a insect horror sounds like, or imagine how one might speak, it sounds a lot like that. As it says, I always have ears for my brothers and sisters.
And Skell will open the door from the cargo hold and meekly walk onto the deck.
Morning, Skell.
Good morning, Risha.
You're up early?
I heard commotion up here. I didn't want to intrude.
Lao takes a bow. Cannoneer Skell. Clutchmates. It's good to meet you properly.
You do not need to bow to me.
It's a matter of being polite.
Well, if we are being polite, then... And he also bows.
Captain, I will await your requisition request at the council. Be careful when you do that assessment. I suppose you will take the outrider at the bottom of this ship?
That's the plan. Normally
Since-
I would trust my climbing, but, well, I'm a little injured.
Yes. Zora would have been wave walking by herself by now. That was just the type she was. Thank you for allowing this old one to think of fonder, happier memories for a moment. Surgeon,
Well, maybe
go ahead.
maybe if we find her, we can let her know where you're at.
That would be very kind of you, actually. I am honored you would do me that courtesy.
Of course. I'm all for a beautiful love story.
You kind of see him blush a little at that, and if hive mind of spiders could blush, but kind of looks shy at that. So, thank you. Well, if you need anything, you know where to find me. And he walks off down the gangplank back into the city. And you kind of see, as he's leaving, the glances of the rattle hands working on the ship kind of like follow him down. Whether that's positive, negative, or otherwise, Lao seems to have a pretty commanding presence for them in some way.
Is it, you said it's Lao, L, like L-A-U?
Lao.
L-A-O, got it.
Thank you,
take
Doomshy.
it. Oh, thank you for the
100 months.
Wow.
Yo,
That's wild.
that is indeed
100 months
poggers.
is 8 years?
Damn. What the hell? That's a lot.
That's a long time.
Thank you.
Jinkies and also zoinks.
Truly.
I take it that was a good talk. There was no yelling or gossip.
Oh, there was gossip, technically. But not bad gossip.
And where is Izuesko?
Probably sleeping. I think Izuesko's a late riser.
They do seem like they like their rest.
Yes, so I decided not to go bother them this morning.
What is the conflagration?
Wow. Well, it's he gestures up north to where you can see the smoke billowing
Hmm.
way off in the distance, very far away. It's a massive fire, Skell. I don't think anyone's sure how it started. But apparently it's been, gosh, how many years has it been lit for? I mean, I'm certain it was lit in Visha's time and long before.
Was it?
It was, yes. The conflagration has been around as long as you can remember. And
Yes?
I would say, Visha, you've probably heard more rumors since it was closer to when you were around about how it started, whether it was like a dispute between two different people or some kind of a war. But it was started by some conflict, and the lesson learned was nothing is worth using fire to solve problems, because the damage it can cause is catastrophic.
I heard it was like from a disagreement, some kind of war. At least back in my day, that's what people attributed it to.
I see.
That
Well,
would
we
make
should
sense.
we should start our day. Captain Vesh, how are your internal organs?
I'm feeling good. I did some sit-ups.
Why would you do that?
Okay, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I tried. But I'm good enough to walk. I'm good enough to pilot an outrider.
Are we still on task for looking underneath Rust Town?
Absolutely. I can't just sit around on the ship doing nothing.
Good. And you, Visha, will you be helping the town of their wounds?
I believe so, at least for the day. Maybe half the day. Well, no, the full day. I don't really want to go underneath Rust Town.
That is okay as well. I will go wake Izuesko.
As you say that, you hear like the clumsy sounds of her coming up onto the deck, and
It sounds like she has awoken from her rest.
Oh, perfect timing.
Oh, I see everyone has awoken earlier than me.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, greetings.
I also slept in later than I wanted to. Feels bad. Don't like it.
I can relate, in a sense, I think.
Oh,
Well,
So we are beginning the day. What is the plan?
Well, we're going to do an assessment of Rust Town, the underside, see what the foundation looks like, if there's any hope for improvement, or if there's anything we can suss out about what's going on underneath. And in return, we'll get some supplies from the town. Hopefully, we'll be able to give them something useful to help save this place. Other than that, Visha's still helping the townsfolk with their ailments and maladies. And I guess your day is up to you.
She looks between Skell and Visha, and her like ink blot eyes are kind of like narrowed, but not in like an aggressive way. Like you've just said something in a very foreign language to her, and like her brain is like trying to parse out what you mean by that.
My day is up to me. Is that what you said?
That is what I said. Is that okay? Do you have plans?
Visha, do you feel safe in your work? Do you feel confident you can do it alone?
Yes, unless you would like to learn.
And Skell, you will be going underneath Rusttown. That is your plan?
That is the plan, yes. Especially with Captain Vess's recent injury, he will need all the support he can get. Wouldn't want him to fall off again.
Indeed, yes, you are correct. We would not want him injured again. Well, I suppose I could learn, Visha.
Oh, yeah. I am a great teacher.
Yes, a great teacher and a great healer. Then it is confirmed. I will go along with Visha, and you two will investigate the underside of Rusttown.
I will prepare the outrider, Captain.
Sure. Are you familiar with how they function?
No.
Oh, I can do that with you then. We'll figure that out together.
Besh, take care of Skell. I'll be very upset if anything happens to him.
Of course. Yes, of course I'll take care of him. And
Good.
we'll watch out for each other.
You don't know what Skell is doing, but he's moving his head like in a way that Vesh did. But you don't see anything. His face is just moving towards you like that.
What? Are you okay?
I am imitating something Captain Vesh did last night.
You're moving your head around?
What do you call that motion?
You're doing this.
Oh, he's trying to wink.
Oh,
I may have confused you a little bit there.
oh no, you can't wink.
The ocular spiders that contain my sensory organs are blinking at you.
But just one side.
This side, yes.
Okay, well, maybe when you want to wink, you can do that and say, wink.
Wink.
Perfect. Now I know.
Exemplary.
Yeah.
Did you like that, Azuesco?
It was a efficient display of communication and learning.
Azuesco, can you wink? Do you know how? With your ink plots.
And you see almost like a wave, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like they all kind of just go in a wave, like alternating opening and close.
Is that sufficient for your request?
That was very cool. Now everybody
That-
knows how to wink.
That was skillful, Azuesco. You are very skilled at winking.
Yes, we all have to catch up a little bit.
Yes, I do feel like our wink is maybe a little bit behind Vesh.
I'll be
To the
practicing.
Outrider, then.
To the Outrider.
Take care in Rusttown. Avoid any collapsing buildings.
We will try.
Given the captain's example, I will do my best to ensure we do not befall the same fate.
Good.
Yeah, we make our way to the Outrider.
Okay.
Don't you love non-humanoids?
I do. Oink.
So it's just you. Is it you two, or is Izuesco also going?
No, they're
Azuesco's
coming
going
with me.
Visha.
Okay,
Yeah.
with Visha. That's what I thought. Just want to make
He's
sure.
going with her.
Mm-hmm.
You settle into the Outrider and launch into the Wildsea. It is tight. Unlike the ship, which has some rooms to walk around, this is like made for 1 or 2 people at most, and it's more like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Like
Let's-
a motorcycle?
Kind of, yeah. But like, it's still a ship, but it's not made for walking around. You're basically in your seats with like a little bit of stuff on board, but
Like a
not
little
much.
sub?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. The book has a good photo. If y'all can see.
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that's
it's like
a
a
sub.
little motorcycle with a chainsaw.
Yeah. So something like that. So it is not a lot of room, but
No.
you guys can both crunch in and steer. And if I am understanding right, your goal is to just kind of understand the structural integrity of Rust Town and see what you can do to repair it, right? Is that the general
Mhm.
idea?
Mhm.
Yeah, see if we can determine if there's anything noticeably wrong that is repairable, anything out of the ordinary, and also to look at the surrounding environment, the roots that it's attached to, the types of rocks that are around, like anything that might give a hint as to like, is this salvageable? Is there something
If
crazy
there's
going
one
on here?
giant root that is kind of wrapping around the
Mhm.
supports, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'd say
exactly.
like study probably makes the most sense for this, and with the sense that you want. But if you guys have another thing that you'd want to use instead, let me know.
I have a point in study.
He's
do
got
not.
a point.
I'm gonna do
Sharps makes the most
instinct.
sense, but I don't know
Nope.
if either of you have sharps.
I do not. I
No.
have tides.
I have instinct.
Instinct probably works for this, yeah.
Okay.
We can't combine his instinct with my
No.
study.
No. But think about let's see. Does Veils work? I don't know if Veils works. If you don't have anything, then that's okay. It would just be 1 die for each of you.
Okay. All right. I'll take a 4.
A A failure and a disaster and a conflict. I got it.
The nice thing about rolling only one dice is you can't get no critical twists or anything like that.
No twists when you only have one. You go underneath and you start like chugging through and looking, and the underside of this, it's kind of incredible, but also it's kind of strange at the same time. You can see there is a shipwreck, and you can see the large part of this shipwreck that makes up the central part of this spit. The ship protrudes pretty far down into the thrash, all the way down to the tangle, where you're like kind of resting your ship in to go through, just kind of chugging along, carving a path in the trees to kind of get a better view. But going out from that, you can see that there's all these pieces of sheet metal that have been fastened like with angular metals attaching both to other metal and also to the ironroot branches themselves. It's almost like they've been kind of like rigged to stay, but you can tell over time that a lot of the original construction of this has started to fall into disrepair. A lot of this kind of like impromptu anchoring has begun to fall away and is just kind of freely shifting. You can see as your own ship is like going through under the foundations, just that is like making a lot of the metal above you rattle. This place is being held together barely at all, and you're actually wondering how it's even possible that it hasn't fallen to the sea already. As you're kind of making these observations and steering through, your chainsaw stops and gets caught on something, and your ship comes to an abrupt halt underneath the city. It just chug, 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 grrr, like starts to grind against something and stops. And you just hear the sound of the sea around you.
We are stuck.
Oh, I'm sure it's just a momentary hitch. Come on, this can't be happening again. And he's gonna try to look around, see if he can poke around carefully to see is anything stuck in the chainsaw.
You can't see it from the angle you're in. You would have to climb out of the ship to see what the chain is caught on.
Okay, I can do that. I'm a good climber.
Yeah.
Do you have wave walk?
Doesn't.
I don't have wave walk, but I have vault. So if I can climb the
and just like go on the front of the ship, I will allow.
Yeah, like I'm gonna like scale. I'm not gonna climb the branches. I'm going to hold on to the ship.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's sounds like vault. Do you have an edge?
Iron, I think, would work for this. I mean, I'm going to use my pure like strength and force of will, especially with my injuries.
I take it. Go ahead.
Ooh, 2 5s
with a twist. You go out to the front of the ship and you see that this chainsaw has gone through a bunch of sheet metal and has got sheet metal from something. It might have fallen from Rusttown at some point, but the saw is like chewed into it and it's gotten stuck in the bite. Like there's just a ton of metal that's stuck in it. These things are not meant to go through metal, and it seems like that is exactly what it has tried and failed to do. And you see like where it is completely clogged up.
What seems to be the issue?
We've got a clog. Metal lodged into the rig.
I don't think they're supposed to do that.
You are correct, Skell. Maybe one day they'll figure out. What was that?
Can you free it?
I'm certainly gonna try. Can you make sure the engine's cut?
Which button is that?
Big red one next to the little knob. You're gonna want to turn that knob to the left. Hit the button.
Knob to the left. Big red button. And then you hear the as the stop.
Engine is off.
Just making sure before I stick my hand in the machinery. All right. Vesh is gonna try and dislodge it.
As you're doing that, you hear the echo of a loud come from below you.
I don't like the sound of that.
I do not bring my cannon. You should hurry.
Heard. And he's gonna really, really try to grab at that metal and pull it out.
You don't have any rattle, so I'm assuming you're just going to use iron to try to get it out with brute force.
Yeah.
Do you have what it takes to remove it?
I've got these arms.
Do you want me to try it? I have 3 arms.
You know what? That's a good point. Yeah, why don't you come down here? I'll try and keep you steady. I don't know how good of a climber you are, but if you want to try to make your way down.
I am a spider.
That's real.
All right. Okay, hurry up, but be careful.
I'm assuming you have wave walk, and I'm assuming you're going to use either iron or instinct.
To roll wave walk or
Yeah.
to break.
Oh, you're going to break
Yes.
it. Okay, that's either way.
Yeah, iron and break.
Okay, then yes, go ahead.
Six and a 4.
Yeah, you just...
Yeah, you see Skell climb down, 2 hands on the piece of metal stuck in the bite while the third hand hangs on, and he just kind of, it's all sinewy, just kind of pulls the sheet metal free from the bite while you hang on to the outrider.
As he does
We
that,
are free.
you hear from somewhere below you, you see a flash of red and yellow in the tangle and the rustling of leaves. And it seems like it's crawling below, on branches below you, rapidly approaching you, whatever this is. And it's pretty big.
We
like-
should leave.
Agreed. I don't like the look of that. And he starts scrambling back up onto the outrider.
You get back into the outrider, turn the engine on, start going. And just outside of your cockpit, as you both get in and start going, you see this creature, 4 green legs. It's like a flower with a giant tendril coming out of the center of it, with a giant claw reaching towards you, spores emanating off of it. And it goes to try to slash at your ship as you drive away, but you're faster than it. Thankfully, with the wonderful speed of your outrider, if all you remember, you have a very, very fast outrider and manage to evade and start to leave it behind.
Yes, we have our +3 speed outrider.
Yes. And you hear
What was
behind
that?
you as you flee.
I don't want to stick around and find out. He zooms off back towards
So-
the ship.
As we in like Skell's trying to yell. What was the decision? Is it salvageable?
Skell, I don't think so. If I'm being quite honest. It didn't look good.
I understand. And you sense like a hint of sadness when he says that.
I think that we should recommend that they make plans to evacuate.
We don't have the room.
No, we don't.
I could sleep in a box.
We can try and carry as many as possible. I mean, I'll check the junction log. There's got to be someplace close by. We can make as many trips as we can. Somebody's got to have another ship in the neighboring port. They can come back and pick up as many people as possible. I mean, we have to try. We'll have to convince them that that's the right move.
Convincing. That will be difficult. But like you said, we have to try.
Vesh is introspective as he realizes that this is going to be a tough sell. Yeah, we have to try. As he pulls the outrider up next to the spirit root and pulls it through the cargo bay doors, or the wild bay doors.
Safe and sound, finally. And you hear still the roars of that creature, whatever it was, from outside. Feeling like you all might have got away with one. Meanwhile, Visha and Izuesco, I assume you all are just helping and treating the sick.
Indeed. She's going through her process a little more slowly to show Izuesco what she does every day.
And Izuesco, you're just are you trying to just kind of learn, or are you just trying to be there for Visha?
I think she is probably 60-40 being there for Visha, trying to learn / being there for Visha. So she kind of like keeps her hands behind her back as someone who is like trying to stay hands off.
Okay.
But she is watching intently and then occasionally kind of like glancing around the area to see if like anything is happening.
Mhm.
What made you take interest in medicine? Have you ever wanted to practice? I bet your arm could be useful in that.
Oh, you seem to think so? I had not considered it, really. I am just one for destruction over healing, but it is fascinating to learn the other side of that aspect.
Hmm. Yes, I suppose it is what you do after you fix. But, you know, electricity is very dangerous, but it could be useful in some things. I think it could have medical application.
She places like her index fingers like right under her lip, pushing against each other, and her head kind of moves from side to side for like a few seconds.
I had not considered it that way. Usually just using the storm to harm. Did not think the storm would help in that way.
Hmm.
How do you propose it helps in a medical application?
Hmm. I'm thinking. I'd have to try it out. But. You know, when someone goes unconscious, maybe they stop breathing or their heart stops, something like that.
I am familiar. I have inflicted it more than once.
Well, you know, being electrified is shocking. Forgive the pun.
Ha ha ha.
So, my thought is, what if, you know, it kind of really jolts you maybe even awake? Maybe if you delivered such a shock to a body in that kind of state before someone was truly dead, it would almost scare them back into consciousness?
A concern and problem in this application towards me. I am not terribly in expertise of the storm, if you understand what I mean.
Well, could you deliver a gentle shock to somebody? Like just a little...
That is the concern and potential problem.
Well,
at least for now.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. At least for now, there was someone on the old ship who was helping.
Helping you control it?
Raisha. Yes. They were helping me understand. They were helping me quell my temper better until it was necessary to not.
Oh. You have a temper? I would never guess. You're always so calm.
There has not been a reason to be upset yet. At least not towards anyone not on the Onyx Storm. I fear I was perhaps a little over aggressive the night of our meeting. Perhaps. Unsure if
Not really.
Well, should we find the Onyx Storm, I suppose that will be a prime example of my temper. But to the point, mostly used to harming, having a hard time contextualizing the term gentle shock,
Yeah.
harder time seeing where I could practice without destroying.
Well, I mean, in theory, if somebody was already far gone enough that we couldn't save them, and it was a last-ditch effort.
You sound confident in us finding this particular scenario in a reasonable and upcoming manner. Fascinating.
I hope not. But I mean, you can't save everyone. I know that.
No, you cannot.
There are people who've died in my care. It's just how it is. There's only so much that can be done.
When Visha says you can't save everyone, there's almost like her head is facing you and it tilts slightly to the right, and you can kind of just see like her chest like rising and falling as she is breathing in a sense, but it seems like she's like not really present after she agrees with that statement.
She gives a little nod.
Why don't we go check on our friend over here? I think they need bandages changed.
Apologies. Bandages, yes.
And she's like a little embarrassed that she was like caught like not paying attention, so she starts fumbling for bandages. Her hands were behind her back, so like they very quickly like come around, and she's like
Will these do?
holding up a roll.
Those are perfect. Absolutely. We don't have to talk about grim topics all the time. You know, you can just tell me to stop. It's kind of my job, though, so, you know, I tend to ramble on about things that are maybe a bit more sensitive topics for other people. I guess more so now that I'm, you know.
Yes, I understand the implication of your statement. Yes, I will keep this in mind. The bandages.
Yes.
Would you like me to remove the old ones or just place these on top?
Let's remove the old one.
Gentle. Yes.
Gently, yes.
And she would guide Izoesko, like, a little bit, but mostly this is an easy thing to do, and probably Izoesko has seen her do it a few times already, so. Good moment for practice.
I will say no rolling necessary
Okay.
on this one. But definitely mark a minor milestone for this, that you are learning medical care under Visha. And Visha do the same for mentoring Izoesko. Welcome, Raiders. Having a
Hi,
quiet
friends.
Hi.
At some point, as you all are doing your work, you would see Lau kind of walk in and bow to you. Surgeon Visha, thank you so much for helping yet again.
Of course.
The council is prepared to meet with you all and discuss your remuneration for services, as well as discuss other matters.
Oh, of course. Well, as soon as Vesh and Skell return, we can meet you.
Wonderful. Then it's going to happen early in the evening at the council room. You're all invited.
Perfect.
And he bows and retreats.
She give a wave.
And I think this is a great place to end our session for tonight, everyone. I know you all raiders just got here. Thank you. We're playing the Wildsea. If you were curious about the Wildsea or have not seen the Wildsea before, that is on our YouTube. You can catch from episode 1. But I love this system. This system is a lot of fun. So thank you all for joining us. We are going to be back next week. We are off the rest of this week, but next week we have not only this show, we also have our premiere of Dying Storms, which is going to be on Thursday. I get to be a player again in a long campaign.
Yay!
Bless, bless, bless. Forever
my
GM
first
no
time
more.
getting to play with Frank.
I know. I've GM'd Chris in like, 4 different games now, but we've never actually played together. So we're finally going to get to play. I get to check one off the bucket list finally. So that's going to be next Thursday. So we've got this game, The Breath Between Branches, on Tuesday, and then Dying Storms on Thursday that week. If you were curious,
Rookwood on Wednesday.
Oh yes, and Rookwood is back next week on Wednesday. Thank you. Wow.
Yes, we're off because we're off tomorrow.
Because
We
we're
are
off
off.
tomorrow.
Correct.
I gotta
Yes.
start typing up a schedule again because we've got so many.
I know we're
got
getting
a full
in
week
now.
of games again, and then we're gonna have a Friday
Yay.
game soon, maybe at some point. Hope so. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Discord.gg/MagiRPG is the best place to know what is going on with us. So if you were just here for the first time, that's the place to find out what's going on. But as for now, we will say goodbye and find out what happens in the council meeting next week. It's gonna be juicy. I will tell you that.
Ooh, juicy.
So see you all soon. Bye,
Hot
everyone.
goss.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Whoops. I went to the wrong scene. Forgive me.